What's going on, family? In this video, we're gonna discuss how to feel more happy, energetic, fulfilled in the truth. Do you love the truth? I'm sure you do. Maybe you don't. If you're watching this video, if you follow what we're saying, this is how you're gonna fall in love with the truth again. This is how to re-spark that flame. Or if you're wondering, why do I love the truth so much? Why am I so attached? This is why. We're gonna explain. We're gonna touch on the 6 human needs and why being in the truth actually meets every single one of them. And if you're doing it right at an extremely high level, it should always be 10 out of 10. And remember, friends, if you haven't already, watched our other 2 videos on the 6 human needs, please be sure to do so. Watch this first video on what are the 6 human needs, and then watch a second video on your 2 primary needs. And this is a video that if you implement what we're teaching, it'll literally change your life, especially in the truth, because we all want to fall in love with the truth and Jehovah. But perhaps there's certain parts or areas in the truth where you're not so connected to, not so attached to. What can you do? Why aren't you attracted to the truth? Why are you losing love for the organization? Well, this is definitely something that you can implement, and it won't just change your life today, but it'll change your life forever. So what are the 6 human needs? Recap one more time.
Certainty, uncertainty, and variety, or / variety.
Yep.
Significance, number 3. 4 is love and connection.
Yep.
And then growth and contribution.
100%. So those are the 6 human needs. And in the truth, this is how you get fulfilled in the truth. By meeting at least 3 of these needs, you'll become addicted. So do you meet at least 3 of these needs in the truth? I would assume so. If you're in the truth today and you're still in the truth, if you've been going to meetings on a regular basis, you're fully active in the truth, depending on your activity and your love for the truth is definitely dependent on the level of how much you're actually meeting these needs in the truth. So why are we addicted to the truth? Why do we love it? Why do we love being in Jehovah's organization as one of Jehovah's Witnesses? Why are we so active? Well, how do you feel about the need for certainty in the truth? How do you meet the need for certainty in the truth? Well, how certain are you that if you stay as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, that you're gonna feel happy? Pretty certain, right? Hey, if I'm in the truth and I'm connecting with friends and I get to make progress and I'll have a beautiful spot in Jehovah's memory, I'll be resurrected, we have a beautiful hope for the future, I know why we're in the place where we are in the world, I know what happened in the past, I'm certain about my present, I'm certain about the future. You can gain a lot of certainty in the truth. You're certain about the arrangement, that the elders are going to take care of you, that the congregation will always be there for you. You feel certain that the ministry is a great place for you to fulfill your need for contribution. You feel certain that the truth is always going to fulfill you. It's going to make you feel alive, that it'll always be there.
You always grow,
right?
Because
so,
you're constantly learning.
Yeah.
So that meets the need for growth.
For growth, 100%. So you definitely meet at least that need for certainty right from the get-go, right? Second need, variety. How much variety do you think we have in the truth? Tons, right? Because what are we constantly doing in the truth? A variety of different things. So we go to our midweek meeting, then we have the variety of all the different meetings throughout our midweek meeting. So we start off with different talks, we have different videos, there's different ways for us to learn about Jehovah, learn about the Bible. We have variety because even when we're in the ministry, we have variety with the ways that we preach. We could do cart witnessing, we could go out and just knock door to door, we could preach from our cars, we could preach from at home, we could preach online, over the internet, face to face, preach at work. We have a variety of ways to enjoy preaching. We have a variety of different ways because when we're going to the meetings, we not only have our midweek meeting, but we have our second meeting usually on the weekend as well. And it's different because you get to comment, you get to participate, you get to contribute. So you definitely have a nice sense of uncertainty because you never know what's going to happen in the truth. It's not so
it changes.
Right, it's not so stagnant. It's not constantly staying the same. We're studying different books, different material, different chapters. There's a lot of surprises because they're changing congregations. People are emerging. You're going to different halls. You could go anywhere in the world and get to know different people. Different people are constantly coming in. You're meeting new friends. it's nice. There's so much variety in the truth.
Friends from different countries.
Right.
Yeah, it's just nice. Yeah.
Third human need, significance. Well, Ryan, there's definitely no way that I can feel significant in the truth. I'm not a significant person. I'm a humble person. I try to be humble. There's no way I feel significant. Really? There's no way that you feel significant by being in the only religion that you believe, that I believe, that my wife believes has the accurate knowledge about God. There's no way to feel significant knowing that you worship the only true God. There's no way to feel significant knowing that you're one of the only 8 million brothers and sisters around the world. There's no way to feel significant knowing, you go on and on, of knowing that you have the most accurate Bible in the world. There's no way to feel significant that you're actually one of the people that have a true relationship with Jehovah. Doesn't that make you feel good? To know that you're one of the chosen ones pulled out of the darkness into Jehovah's light? That Jehovah called you, that other people haven't been called? You don't feel significant knowing that somebody actually cares for you enough to knock on your door and bring you into the truth? It's pretty special, right? Like maybe we just use a different word. Do you feel special being one of Jehovah's Witnesses? Are you proud to be a Jehovah's Witness? I know Jesus was. He was proud to be Jehovah's son. And we should feel proud as well. So it definitely meets that need for significance because you're able to participate, you're able to do parts, you're able to advance, make progress in the truth as well. And the more things you do, the more you feel good about yourself. Not in a bad way, you're still humble. You can still be humble and significant. There's a big difference there. But you feel good about yourself because you're doing things or you know things that perhaps other people don't know or have. Anything to add?
No.
Okay. And then the next need is love and connection. So what are some ways that we meet love and connection in the truth?
Love and connection?
Yeah.
When we go out and field service and we preach to people, we show that we love them. We connect with certain brothers and sisters at our meetings, and that makes us feel that connection between them because they know what we know. We learn the same thing. We feel connected with them. Maybe they're from the same country we're from, or we feel connection that way.
100%. So and we call it brotherly love in the truth, right? You feel the love from your Creator. So he's giving you that love. You feel the love from your brothers and sisters every time you go to the Kingdom Hall and they're telling you, hey, great job in your part tonight. I enjoyed your comments. Hey, I really love you. It was so nice to see you. Like my wife said, you're going to 2 meetings at least a week to be around other people. So you're getting that connection, but you're also feeling that love.
You even feel the loving connection when you watch the broadcast and the brothers are going like this to you, and you actually going like this back.
And you feel that unity, that you're part of that organization, and you're seeing other brothers and sisters.
Anywhere in the world to one of the meetings, and they love you and connect with you because you're one of them. Like you feel that love and connection.
You could go anywhere in the world and feel that love.
Yeah,
you
even
could go anywhere in the world and feel that connection.
Yeah.
100%.
It's amazing. Yeah.
It's so special. So we have a variety of different ways to meet love and connection in the truth, don't we? The next need, growth. How about that? Do you feel that you grow in the truth? Well, hey, if you don't love the truth, if you're not attracted, if you don't feel in love with it, you're losing love. Here's one of the areas to really examine, these last 2 areas, these last 2 needs, growth and contribution. But let's just focus on growth. If you're not growing in the truth, perhaps you've been in the truth too long, you feel, or you've been in the truth for many years, or maybe you've just been in the truth for a little while, but you're not growing anymore, there's no more Bible study, or whatever the case may be. If you're not growing in the truth, that's why you won't feel happy. But in the truth, what are some ways that we can grow?
I think for me, like pioneering, it forced me to grow, like hang out with different brothers and sisters, older brothers and sisters, and it helped me grow in a different way, view everything differently, having assignments like talks, like that's amazing. That's a way to grow because you're learning, you're constantly learning, you're learning what you're actually studying, so that's amazing. I think commenting for sure is a way of growing because like for me,
facing your fears.
I'm afraid of commenting. Like I'll read a scripture and I'm like shaking, but you know, like going up there too and doing my assignment even when I don't feel like it, that helps me to grow. There's so many ways to grow in the congregation.
And you feel that growth is you're moving through the the Theocratic Ministry School, whether it's called that or not anymore by the time you watch this. In our meetings, being part of the school, because now you're taking on new assignments. Perhaps you started off with a Bible reading if you're a brother, and now you're doing demonstrations, and now you're doing a number 3 talk, and now you're moving into school, or you were in the back room, now you're in the front room, and you're doing more as a brother. There's a lot of ways to progress in the truth, as a servant, as an elder, and so on and so forth, as a circuit overseer, and you're constantly growing. But you could grow throughout your whole life, because you can never learn enough about the Bible. It's such a big book. You can never learn enough about Jehovah.
No, and there's always, even if it's the same publications, when you study it again, you learn something
right.
new.
You're constantly learning.
Growing.
Right.
It's like, oh my gosh, I didn't get that last one, but this time I learned that this, and that.
Right.
And even if it's the same thing, you're constantly learning. If you have that mind where, you know, like, I have to learn, I'm going to learn something new.
Right.
You know, like, you have to want that too.
Right.
So, but there's different ways to grow in the congregation.
And if you want more happiness in life, the one word is progress. I always say, make progress and you'll make happiness. So if you're not growing in the truth, that's why you don't feel happy about it. But if you start growing and learning about Jehovah, feeling that your relationship with him is growing, your relationship with the brothers, or your part in the congregation, whatever the case may be, serving in another land, taking on new assignments, you're growing, you're making progress, you're going to feel alive.
I think that's why a lot of people, when they come into the truth, they're so happy too, because they're growing, they're learning new things. Right. Yeah, but we got to continue, like,
to grow.
Yeah,
right.
We can't think, oh, I've been here for so long.
Right.
I'm comfortable
Think
now.
about it, right.
Yeah, because I've been in the truth my whole life. I was raised in the truth, and like I said before, I was just, you get comfortable with what you do, but you got to continue to grow, and that's going to make you feel happy, you know, and it's just amazing. Yeah.
So if you want more happiness in the truth, there's a key right there. Figure out some ways that you can have more growth in the truth. What could you make progress in? And don't make it something huge, or I have to gain a new title. No. Just, could I study more? Could I read more? Could I, comment more? Could I comment once a meeting? Now, could my goal be twice a meeting? Could my goal be 3 times a meeting? Could I just make it my goal to comment at every meeting? That's huge personal growth.
Even going into the reference Bible and finding something that you found from the
different
scriptures.
Gems.
Yeah.
You're making progress, you're growing because you're learning.
And then you're contributing. That goes to the next need, because you're teaching, you're helping others see, oh my gosh, and they're like, oh, I didn't see it that way, but he did, and that's amazing. He actually took time to actually study and tell us what he learned, and now I
beautiful way to fulfill that need for contribution. So that's a second need of fulfillment, where if you're not meeting that need of contribution or growth, these last 2 needs at a high level, then you won't feel happy, you won't feel fulfilled. So if you evaluate, if you're not in love with the truth, you're losing your spark, you want to re-spark that, you want to feel that love that you once had at first when you first learned about Jehovah in the organization, think about more ways that you can grow and make progress and fulfill that need for contribution. What are some other ways you can meet your need for contribution in the truth?
Preaching again.
Preaching.
Yes, you're contributing.
Right.
Yeah, and commenting, like I said, like, that's huge. Like, you think that sometimes your comments are nothing, but when you put a little thought and your heart into it and how it relates to you, a lot of times, a personal comment, that can really touch someone. So that's contributing. Sometimes you don't want to do it, and that's like, oh my gosh, you made my day. You made, this comment really helped me because I'm going through that.
Your example could be contributing. Just you setting a good example,
just
being
going
exemplary.
To the meetings.
Yep, you're contributing. You giving a demonstration or a part at the meeting is contributing. And think about it. In the truth, when do you get to start really preaching? After you learn. So you have to learn, at least certain basic principles and fundamentals about the Bible. But we grow in the truth. We're constantly growing. We grow from being a Bible student or a child or just learning it. We grow to the accurate knowledge about Jehovah, because there's only a certain point where you feel like, all right, I'm growing enough. I'm growing, but I'm kind of hitting this, you can always you get to a point where you grow so much, and then eventually every stage after that is just little bits, little increments. But eventually you grow so much so that you can give. So if you're growing so much, you want to learn how you can contribute to other people's lives. People in the congregation, your brothers, your sisters, your family, your friends, preaching, sharing your learnings to other people in the congregation. We grow so that we have something to give. And the secret to living, the secret to having a beautiful, happy life is through contribution. So family, if you learned anything in this video, it's, hey, if you're not attracted to the truth, it's because you're not meeting these needs at a high level. So go back, rewatch this video, and think about all the different ways that we explained on how you can meet your human needs right here in the truth. It's a beautiful blessing to be a part of his organization, and to know that we can meet all of these needs at a high level is amazing, because there's very few, if any, places on earth, organizations, clubs, whatever you want to call it, things that you can do in order to meet all of these needs. You can meet all these needs, but at high levels on all 10s, on all of them, that's tough. And it's a beautiful thing because you can do that right here in the truth. So family, write down in the comments below, what do you think attracts you most to the truth? Is it your need for contribution, need for growth, certainty, variety, love, connection, significance? What is it? What needs attract you most to the truth? And if you enjoyed what we're sharing, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already done so. And what my wife always says, share. All right, family, we'll talk to you guys soon. Yes, contribute to us. All right, family, love you guys. Bye.